Hi, guys, and welcome back. We're in the same apartment, our first one we bought, and I'm excited because this is the first big renovation since taking the kitchen wall down, which I didn't mention in the beginning. Vinny's preparing to put up our first brick wall, and I love them. This is the first, though, that he's ever done for me. You see, it goes with metal bars first, I mean, framing, and then the bricks get glued to it. They are real bricks from Chicago. We researched them and they're genuine half bricks. We know the story and we bought them. They're beautiful. You'll see. He's prepping. Now that's the whole area, and we're going to go underneath the sliding doors for the kitchen. You'll see that in the finish. But this is the prep. It takes a day to get this framing up. It took him a good solid day, and he started in the morning. Okay. Now you can see it's an L wall. And like I said, what you can't see close enough here is that there are tracks the width and height of a brick. So that also keeps them from sliding. It keeps them even. It keeps them lined up properly. That's why the framing is essential. And you can see here now, he's beginning to glue the bricks into the tracks. And you see where the gaps are? That's where the grout's going to go. But the metal layer lining prep work is essential so that they sit evenly. But they are real bricks. And it's Christmas time coming, and we had to put everything in the living room from that little den area because that's our little den we created, office area, whatever you will. And my tree was quite sizable for one bedroom, but I just love it. I still have a 7.5 foot tree today. I just think it's cool. And here they are. Now they're installed. This is the second day, the second part of the process. First, you put the metal grids up. Then he glues all the bricks to the metal grid. See, they're all lined and they're all even and they have a nice symmetry and balance. Beautiful. See? They're looking good. I'm liking this now. And you'll see, I think in the next picture is going to be the nails for my photo wall. It has to be done. Anything you want to do. Okay, here we go. See the bottom of the sliding doors? We looped around the what do you call that? The vent, the heating vent. I know there's a proper name for it, but anyways, we continued under because I thought that that looked nice to have it continuing there, and we did it. Okay, see them in the day now. I like this. I don't remember what you call this, Chicago train station or whatever. Each design of brick has a name to its coloration. Some are darker, some use black grout. But you can see they are genuine real bricks. They're cut into three parts. The lady explained to us. The chippers take the paint off. They're from a real building in Chicago. They genuinely are from a real building. That's a fact. And here it is with a little piece of art because I put that there in the kitchen dining room area because I had to have the nail go through the metal frame and I had to know exactly where I want it to line it up before he puts the grout. See, I did the same thing with the wall while the glue was drying. I nailed and placed to make sure I liked the layout for the gallery wall. I put a picture in a spot and then I would put the nail and then so on and so on until I had it laid out exactly as I wanted the finished look. And there's my pictures and stuff. We move some of our things back because we're not procrastinators. We're the type of people like, we move in one day, we're unpacked by evening. That's just me and Vinny. We're that way. We can't stand stuff piled up into a corner while we're painting. The minute the paint's still wet and not dried, we're moving back. Okay, see, there the pictures are, and they're lined up, and you can see the metal grid. Now, tomorrow, the next day being, he would take them off, and you're going to see that next. Take all my pictures back down. I mean, I had enjoyed them the night instead of on the floor. And then the next morning, he's preparing to put in the grout. And that's a messy job. You could see him there cleaning off the heating vent. Excuse me, and you can see above the metal grill. It's done with like a baker's pastry bag. and you have to fill it in, and then he pipes it through each one. Then there's a little tool to scrape it to get it to lay in right. It's a big process. And that's the infamous 6 week wait white sofa from Macy's that we had. You didn't get to see that in any of the previous pictures of the other apartment or this one. So there she is in her glory. It was quite bulky and big. Gives you an idea of how big that living room was. And there's the brick wall, beautifully completed. We have all the grout in. We went and got that furniture back in, or IKEA chair. I love the Pwong chair from IKEA. And so cozy now. And I've always loved brick walls, but now you'll see throughout time, we have never been without one in any of our homes. There isn't a place we've lived that Vinny hasn't, other than the basement, because we didn't own it, and the rental. Everywhere there after this apartment, we have a brick wall. And I think that attributed to a lot of our profits because everyone loves them. Everyone loves them and commented, love the brick wall, love the brick wall. And you'll see in the next apartment, we did it again, but bigger. There it is in the evening. Just loving it. It warmed it up so nice. And it really gives the effect that it's an extra room, you know? I can't say enough about it. It just cozied everything up for us. And there's the dining room. And it's still, like I said, holiday time. I normally wouldn't keep gold covers on the chair. You'll see in time they changed to white again because that was just a test for Christmas. I thought the gold would be fun, but the more I looked at it, they were driving me a little bit crazy. They were a little bit bold, like right in your face. Bam, gold. And that lamp I love. It broke, I think, on me or something. And I have pictures everywhere. I cut back a lot, but just love pictures on the walls of a home. I think they, share your history and your family and people you love. So I just have a lot of pictures all the time. I do. And plants. And there it is back in action with the picture, with the art. It's dried now. It's enjoyable. And we've added some, real architectural interest to a one-bedroom apartment in Long Island. It really didn't have this. And where you see the dining room table, there was in fact a wall there. We took a 1.5 wall down where you see the opening where you see through to the kitchen. That was a solid wall to the ceiling. You couldn't see it. There was just an entryway. It was really horrible. But I forgot to mention it because the superintendent did it for us. So it was inexpensive, but it was a renovation. We took 1.5 walls down before we moved in, actually, or as we moved in. All right. And this is the end of this chapter, part 2. It's Christmas, and I'm wrapping gifts under that big tree. And there's my infamous red wine Cabernet. And next, I hope you're watching and enjoying. Next is part 3 in this apartment series. Then we'll go on to our next purchase.